Peru News Today. All you need to know about to Peru.
Tarwi or chocho. Know why it is considered a superfood. Tarwi is a superfood that has been cultivated since before the Incas, as demonstrated by seeds found in graves from the Nazca civilization, 500 to 100 years BC, and also in ceramics from the Tiahuanaco culture, 1000 to 500 years BC. In those times it had a key role in food and agricultural production systems. The tarwi seed is recognized for being an excellent natural fertilizer to preserve the fertility of agricultural land, and also for its adaptation and tolerance to poor soils, affected by drought and frost. Tarwi is currently cultivated in regions such as Ancash, Cajamarca, Cusco, Huánuco, Junín and Puno, in areas located between 2,000 and 3,800 meters above sea level. A long list of nutritional properties have turned tarwi or chocho, a legume native to the Peruvian Andes, into a superfood that is increasingly gaining more space on the table of Peruvian homes. Almost half of its composition, 44 to 47%, is vegetable protein and 20 to 22% natural oil. Its nutritional contribution is so great that September 3 has been declared by the Ministry of Agrarian Development and Irrigation, MIDAGRI, as National Tarwi Day. In dialogue with the Andina Agency, nutritionist Sabi Mauricio highlighted that the consumption of tarwi not only helps form people's nervous system but also contributes to the functioning of the immune system, which prevents us from different diseases. When combined with a cereal such as quinoa, it forms a protein similar to that of meat. Animal protein does not lack any amino acids, it is complete. But the vegetable stew or legumes lack one or the other. Just the pieces that tarwi and quinoa are missing are completed when they come together. Together they form a protein equal to meat. And she warns that there is a higher concentration of protein in tarwi flour, 49.6%, than in the fresh legume, 11.6%. Tarwi contains calcium, which is absorbed by the body and forms muscle tissue thanks to the lysine that accompanies it. For this reason, Mauricio recommends its consumption to athletes, who need to build muscles, and also for the treatment of osteoporosis. This means that its high calcium content helps form healthy bones and teeth, but it is also an ideal alternative for those who are lactose intolerant and for those who do not consume foods of animal origin. In addition, tarwi has a low amount of carbohydrates compared to other stews, that is, it has a low glycemic index. This, the nutritionist highlighted, makes it take longer to convert into glucose. Because of this control, she recommends it to people with diabetes. There are two types of fats, saturated fats, which are evil, and unsaturated fats, which are healthy. The tarwi has the second, similar to that of the peanut. Its essential fatty acid is important for child development, from babies to 8 years of age. Vitamin A, several B-complex vitamins, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and vitamin E are also part of the composition of this Andean superfood. These vitamins contribute to forming the nervous system, crucial for learning. In addition, it provides iron, although not enough to combat anemia. For this reason he recommends adding vitamin C to better metabolize this mineral. To all these properties two more are added, one of which is that it combats stress because it contains tryptophan, a substance that produces a feeling of well-being and tranquility. Another little-known property of tarwi or chocho is that it has fiber, which helps in the digestive processes. Thanks to its high content of tryptophan, an essential amino acid for the proper functioning of the pineal gland that secretes melatonin, an important brain hormone to generate a feeling of well-being and sleep properly. Despite all its nutritional content, tarwi is not used very well in Peru. Just as nutritionists promoted quinoa, they consider that they will now have to do the same with tarwi and other little-known superfoods in family kitchens. The tarwi in the kitchen. The nutritionist regrets that many families, including those who produce tarwi, replace potatoes and quinoa with sodas and rice. It is advisable to regularly consume superfoods that provide many properties to our body. As tarwi is a legume, we recommend that you eat it at least 3 times a week, as part of a second. It could be used daily if mixed with quinoa, which can be consumed for breakfast or also replace rice. With the chocho you can prepare chocho ceviche. Combinations can be made with flour. For example, the mixture with quinoa flour could be eaten for breakfast. As a dungeon, you can also add a fruit to that mixture, quince, pineapple or the juice of a passion fruit. At lunch, beyond preparing it as a stew, you can make a huancaína de tarwi. For this, the combination of tarwi with quinoa or other flour is used, instead of milk and cheese. In addition to its high nutritional quality, tarwi is a versatile food, since soups, stews, purees, salads and sauces are prepared with this input, as well as processed products such as flour and milk, among others, which give it great agro-export potential. Some well-known dishes made from tarwi are solterito, a salad made in the Arequipa region that includes other ingredients such as cheese, red onion, broad beans, parsley, among others. Ceviche de tarwi is also prepared, replacing the fish with this legume, and you can prepare dishes such as ucopo or papa a la huancaína, replacing milk of animal origin with milk derived from the tarwi. To optimize the use of tarwi, it is recommended to soak it at least 2 hours beforehand so that it softens and then cook it alone to eliminate the somewhat bitter taste that characterizes it in your tarwi is ready. It should be noted that tarwi, in combination with quinoa or other foods, is also recommended for a vegan or lacto-vegetarian diet. You should consult a nutritionist for the portion because it should be a ratio of 2 to 1, for every 2 tablespoons of tarwi, 1 of quinoa. The nutritionist also highlighted the tarwi drink instead of soy. It is lactose-free because it is not milk, but it does help people with lactose intolerance. If you want to have a protein similar to milk, you should combine the tarwi drink with quinoa. There you have a milk. Instead of soy drink, I would promote tarwi drink, 1,000 times over. The Ministry of Agrarian Development and Irrigation, Mideagri, declared September 3rd of each year as National Tarwi Day, a legume native to the Peruvian Andes that has been consumed since ancient times and is considered a superfood for its great contribution. Nutritional. The declaration of National Tarwi Day responds, according to the recitals of the ministerial resolution published yesterday in the Legal Standards Bulletin of the official Gazette El Peruano, to its socio-economic importance for family farming producers who are the support of the food security of the country's population.
Recipe: learn how to prepare chocho or tarwi ceviche. Tarwi or chocho is a legume from the Peruvian Andes. It is considered a complete plant food due to its high protein and lipid content. It is produced in Cajamarca, Ancash, Huánuco, Junín, Cusco, and Puno. Ingredients for 6 people. 1. 800 grains of chocho, previously parboiled and debittered. 2. Juice of 8 lemons. 3. An onion cut into julienne strips. 4. 2 finely chopped limo chili peppers. 5. A julienne cut tomato. 6. 1 teaspoon chopped cilantro. 7. 6 lettuce leaves, to decorate. 8. Salt and pepper to taste. 9. 1 cup of quart. Preparation. 1. Wash the chocho with the help of a strainer 2 to 3 times, then let it soak for approximately 2 hours. Once the time has elapsed, rinse again. 2. Add the chocho to a bowl and add the juice of the freshly squeezed lemons, pepper and a little salt. 3. Let it rest for a few minutes and then add the onion, garlic, chili, tomato and coriander, mixing carefully. 4. Finally, serve on a lettuce leaf and accompanied by canchita. Ready. Bon appetit! A delight to the palate.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.